So today's video is going to be a little bit quieter, but in a good way. I'm finally finishing and framing this eagle diamond painting. And honestly, I don't have a whole lot of complaints about this. It just really was a good experience from beginning to end. And I just wanted to walk you through that, give you my thoughts, and how I'm going to go ahead and frame this. Hey everyone, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Jen, and this is the Unfinished Projects Club, where we love diamond painting, cozy crafting, finishing things, lots of other crafts too, by the way. You know, we don't limit ourselves. Actually finishing things though this time. Today I'm going to share this completed eagle diamond painting. This is from Diamond Art Club from their Amazon storefront. Eagle with American flag. It was a 32.8 centimeter by 32.8 centimeter. So just a little snack size guy. But I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the diamond painting itself, and then just show how I go through and frame a diamond painting, or at least how I've been framing them for gift giving. This is a Christmas gift, so I need to make sure I get this framed so that I can go ahead and wrap it. So grab a drink, get comfy, and let's talk finishes, framings, and why this project surprised me in the best way. So overall, like I said, there's not a whole lot of complaints that I have about this. I loved the special drills. There's ABs throughout the eagle's head feathers, within the flag, the stars, the stripes in the flag. There's even a couple ABs in his beak and his eye. I really loved the placement. The ABs themselves were gorgeous. They are gorgeous. It's just the effect that they are giving it is spectacular to me. I am going to insert my pan over of this here so that you can go ahead and see up close. But like I said, not a whole lot of complaints. It was a round drill, so not too many trash drills to be had in a round drill kit, to be, so you can see some of those red ABs right there. And there's some more. But, I mean, if anything, my complaint, there was a couple spots here and there where maybe the glue was a little slippery. But beyond that, it was a great experience, as I've said several times. I just realized I did not get all my washi off. Well, look at that. Some of this is going to get cut off, but... So how I have been framing my diamond paintings for gift giving is quite simple, actually. Now, last year I made a diamond painting for my mother for Christmas. I did seal that one, by the way. It was not a Diamond Art Club, and I was having some drill popping issues. So I did want to seal it. Plus, she has dogs, and it was a round diamond painting, and I didn't want to worry about, dog hair getting caught in whatever glue might be there. I've not had any issues whatsoever with diamond drills popping on this one. Plus, with the ABs and just how sparkly this has been, I was really afraid to seal it. accidentally dull some of that sparkle. I know if you do it correctly, you won't, but that's the if you do it correctly part. But again, there has been no drills popping on this that I have seen yet. I'm still keep running my hand over it. There's nothing whatsoever. And she doesn't have any pets, so I'm not worried about dog hairs and stuff that are floating around getting caught in the glue. So no, I did not seal this, and I don't plan on sealing this. So what I'm using are these magazine holder frames. I got these off of Amazon. I'll make sure I put a link below for you. They come in various sizes and finishes. I got, if I am correct, the walnut colored frames. I thought with the dark brown of his his feathers, that would look really nice. It's slightly over 13. I believe that there might be a 14-inch size, so there will be a bit of an overhang, but that's approximately how it will look. These have magnets, and the magnets are really strong, and with a little guy like this, probably the magnets themselves will be enough. But again, since I am giving it as a gift, I am going to use some double-sided sticky tape just to make sure both ends are secured. If you notice, the top frame does have a hanging leather suede string, which I usually put on the back. And again, magnets. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to cut off the sides, and we'll go from there. So I have these scissors. My mother gave us these scissors for Christmas one year. These are like the best scissors like ever in existence. They are strong, they are durable, and they cut through canvas quite easily. So what we want to do is cut right up to the line of the diamonds. Wish me luck. Wee bit uneven in a couple places. Let me fix that. All right, time to do the other side. Is it just me, or does it really feel wrong when you cut down your canvas? We wrapped presents the other day. And my husband's, well, don't you have to wrap your aunt's? I said, yes, I do, but I have to film it first. He thought I meant sealing it because he remembers when I sealed my mom's. I said, no, I have to film it to show my people how I frame it. And all I get from him is, just doesn't understand, guys. Little bits and pieces of canvas now. Just straightening up my lines. All right, so that's step one. Somehow wrapping paper made their way onto my mat here. I don't know how. All right. So again, like I said, how it's going to look is it'll hang ever so slightly over on the edges. I'll work on getting it as centered as possible. And then the magnets will do their job. And you want it right up against that edge of that drill field. So this is just a demo showing you because we're not done yet. Oops, that's back. Oh dear me. We're not done yet, but I'm just showing you approximately the look it's going to have, just in case you've never seen one of these or done one of these. So yeah, that is how it will look. Now, obviously the problem is I've got canvas hanging over. Some people may not care about that. I do. So we are going to trim it down a little bit more. And we also need to apply our double-sided sticky tape still. So what I will do is, first of all, I'm going to put down a line of double-sided sticky tape right up along the edge of that drill field. And that is going to be my cutting line for the bottom canvas. I know it's thinner than the frame itself, but it's okay. Which means I can extend a wee bit beyond the edge of the tape when I cut down my canvas. I can even keep my tape about a millimeter or so away from the edge of the canvas, knowing that I'm safe. But I'm using that as my cutting guide to keep this bottom line straight because it really is kind of difficult to make sure you're getting that right, especially once the frame itself is on. And then I just went over a little bit here, so we're going to cut that off there. So we have that tape line, and I'm going to just cut off the bottom of the canvas right there. So cutting again. Got my head in there, didn't I? All right, we're going to do the same up here. That should be good. All right. Let's do this bottom first. So now, let me make sure y'all can see. What we're going to do is peel back the top of this tape here. All right, today's stubborn implement is double-sided sticky tape, brought to you by, there we go. Okay. That's the worst part, really. All right, take that off. And then we are going to make sure this is centered and butted up against the edge of that drill field. Centered as best as possible. Because believe me, once it's on there, it ain't coming off. That's not centered. Before I go ahead and smoosh it down, I am going to check it through my camera because I have a feeling that'll give me a good sense if it's centered. There. Now what we're going to do is put another piece right here. So we can put the back side of this on. Magnets will hold it, but if for whatever reason it's a little loose or the thickness of the canvas, because these are poster frames, so canvas is a bit thicker, prevents the magnets from, doing their job to the best of their ability. That other piece of tape is going to hold that on. So now we have, obviously, the back piece of our frame as a guide. We don't have to cut anything, trim anything, except for the tape itself. Perfect. Awesome. Wanted to stick to that wood a lot more than it did the canvas first time around. Don't stick yourself down too much. There we go. And voila. So now we're going to do the same with the top half. Make sure that we have the correct piece, because remember, I want the piece with the hanger to go on the back. There we go. Ha, got you. All right, so make sure we've got the right piece. No, we don't have the string on here, so we are in the right spot. She looks centered. Well, it's centered now. Now time to do the other side. All right. Nope. Nope. Even it up there, folks. Good on. That tape really is sticky. Like, it'll grab onto it and all right. I will post a picture of this hanging somewhere so you can actually see it hanging. But look at that. Ready for gift giving? I will make sure I let you all know what my aunt thinks when she gets this for Christmas. All right, y'all. So that is the finished eagle, framed, done, and officially ready to be gifted. I know this wasn't a super dramatic review, but I really wanted to share this project, and just it went really well. I loved every second of it. Sometimes that's worth celebrating, right? If you have any questions about the framing process, or if you want me to show you the same thing in the future, let me know down below in the comments. And I will be sure to share that as often as needed. Thank you for hanging out with me today. And if you're new here, I'm Jen, and this is the Unfinished Projects Club, where finished projects do happen, just not on a dictated schedule. I will see you in the next one. Thanks for joining me. Bye.